Yeah, caught people out again. Come on early. You know, it's like I'm so busy with Anna, I can't stick to schedules. That's the reason why I hang around with myself most of the time because I don't like letting people down. Anyway, here we go. What we got in this week's show? Normal stuff: pictures, climate, markets, news. My mum and dad are back home, so after my mum broke her hip about 5 weeks ago, she's now walking at home with the help of a frame. Big shout out to Chuck's mum because my mum's been watching her videos and she's seen her development, so that's great because my mum's had the same problem. And you can't buy time, hence to say I'm on this time in the morning, which is like 4:45 in the morning. We're still in winter time here, 28 degrees, don't need aircon, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, 28 degrees, that is very nice. So we're going to have a very warm day today, I think, probably up to about 34. But let's get on with the show. So these are the restaurants I go to on a. I don't go to them every week, but I go to them like every fortnight or whatever. Can't do them all every week. I just haven't got time. But I eat out every day, and I enjoy it. Robert Mack was over here with his lovely wife Rachel, so met with them quite a few times last week because he had no bike, so drove him around, showed him a few of the sights and sounds of Rayon, and Rachel and him had a fantastic time. They're great company, you know. They are, you know, just the same as me and Pry. So it's like they're relaxed, chilled out. You know, we do YouTube, but we're not really haven't got a lot of great interest in it. But there you go. Anyway, so we met up at Tickle Bitties. We're in Tickle Bitties here, and I had this. This is a breakfast. It was beautiful. The food in there is very, very good. Tickle Bitties. Especially the breakfast. I really do enjoy the Mexican breakfast. It's a chimiwamba or something what it's called. And then Anna on the beach with Rachel, Pry, just having a good time on the beach really. Went down there, see Pry with a bottle of Chang, so she's happy. And some students come up and asked to interview us. So Robert, he's just a superstar, isn't it? So I just let him take over, and these nice young ladies were interviewing Robert about they was interviewing about sport. Very nice. So this is a little beach we go to in Rayon. Very pleasant. Very, very pleasant. We're the only frame on the beach. It's on the photograph. So I took Robert and his wife. They've never been to Buddha Mountain. So any of you guys ever coming over, you want to go? I always love going to Buddha Mountain. I find it very, very relaxing. But Robert was a superstar here with the young ladies. Really was. There was a really nice bunch of young girls. Buddha Mountain, so I enjoy going there. It's very peaceful. Yeah, there's a great picture there. Robert, Rachel, and I took the photograph. Another one of our breakfasts. And this is a breakfast out of Tiggy Bills. Very, very pleasant. And this is Bucky's. I'm not saying anything, but does that remind you of anything? I love it. I love they're so entrepreneurial here in Thailand. It's fantastic. Look at the way they've done that. It's fantastic. Popped into Peaky Blinders, saw E.T., great guy. Had a meal in there. I was in there really early, so thanks very much, E.T., for my 11:30 soup, because I have to be back by 1:30 for Anna. And a great time in Peaky Blinders, best restaurant in Pattaya. And then come across this. These are self-contained units. I don't know what they're going to be using them for, but I will keep you informed. But it's quite interesting. They're containers, but it's quite interesting. That is, I don't know if it's for assisted living or whatever, but it is quite interesting. Gave me a few ideas about my land. Yeah, met with Rick, lovely Rick as always. In where do we go for here? This is in Sunflower, the lovely Alex. and we had a fantastic couple of meals in there. You can see that these meals in there are cracking. Me and Dave having a laugh, and so these are the breakfast that looking massive. And I've got my 90 days done this week. My lovely agent representative, she does that for me. It's all part of the deal, which is great. And took Anna. She was a good girl at school. She's got exams at the moment. So I treated her one day. So she had an ice cream and a milkshake. And Steve took us down to Rayon in his lovely well, I say new Jag. It might as well be a new Jag. The amount of money spent on it. But this car looks beautiful. This photograph don't do it justice. I'll take another one next week. And me and Steve went to this little restaurant on Saturday, Wednesday, and they do rotisserie chicken. And this is the name of the place, telephone number. Without a doubt, this is the best chicken I've had in Thailand. And went to Steve's last Sunday for Sunday roast. I had a roast sausage dinner. So it was just peas, mashed potato, English mustard, 2 large sausages and 4 Yorkshire puddings. And Steve always does a great Sunday roast. His missus does. Steve don't do nothing, he don't work. He's a great guy, don't need to work. If you need to contact me, this is my line ID. This is my email. I'm pretty bad at going into my emails because I don't work, so it's like I don't really use my emails now. It's very rarely I'll get an email. I get them off a few subscribers or people who don't even I know, but they kind of email me and say, "Oh, how'd you do this? How'd you do that?" And that's fine, no problem at all. If you ask me a question, I'll answer it honestly, but please don't take it as legal or financial advice. Expert links, well, feel free to line or email me. There's no links in the description. I just try and do everything legit and keep things simple. And I'm back. There you go. So yes, that was that. Climate. Pollution's got a little bit better this week. So yeah, the pollution has got better down here anyway. So if we go on to there. And this week's show, returning home. I may have to. I spoke to my mum, and she's out of hospital. My dad's out of hospital. They're all back home in their house. They've got a big house in southeast London, and there is a chance that we may have to go back and assist my mum, which is not a problem. I've got no issues with doing this at all. Pry, who's a qualified nurse, would look after my mum and dad. Anna would go to school, and I would do a bit of van life. I'd go there, buy a van. You can buy a really decent van for $50,000, $60,000. So I'd buy a van, and I'd do a bit of van life Monday to Friday. Go out exploring things. Then on Saturday and Sunday, I'll take Anna out to the museums in London and around the UK, and we'll do that until my mum and dad don't need us no more, and then eventually one day return. So it does happen to it does happen to everyone that. You never know what's around the corner. There is a chance my mum don't need me. If she doesn't need me, I haven't got to return. But my mum told me the other day she does not want to go and live in a home and die in a home. They've basically spent all their lives building up their wealth. Their home's probably worth like $1 million plus. And if they go into a home, that money will be gone. The collateral from the house, which is 100%. Will all be gone within 5 years because they will both need care. And my mum doesn't want to give the money to the government. So what's the 11 reasons why expats return home and how to avoid it? Let's have a look. Again, this is not advice, it's only just, and there's more reasons why people fail, but missing family and friends and even returning home to look after parents, well, that could be me, looking after parents. I wouldn't say I miss family and friends. I don't. I missed a couple of friends back in Europe. I do miss them, but I do see one every year because he comes to see me. My good amigo Santiago. Failure to financially prepare before traveling. A lot of people do this. So if you're like a nomad, a lot of people, they travel without really getting their clients in place. But if you're going to retire, people don't look at the numbers. They don't realise that unless you're getting a good enough return, um, your money will run out, and it will run out very, very quickly. Because once you get, once you retire, your earning potential is zero, apart from your investments or the pension you've got coming in. So you really need to be financially prepared. That means like going to a financial advisor, sitting down, crunching your numbers. You need to crunch your numbers. There's no way. I'll tell you now. I can't survive here in Thailand or anything less than 110,000 baht a month. But remember, I've got Anna and school fees and shit like that. So if I was single, obviously it'd be a lot lower. But because I'm in a marriage, um, I don't eat Thai food, then mine's 110,000 a month. Medical. Well, as you know, medical circumstances can change. At the moment, I'm really, really healthy, but you never know. Next month might turn diabetic, might turn whatever, heart attack, stroke. You never know. So always be prepared for a change in your health circumstances. I'm trying to make the most of my 60s because definitely when you get to your 70s, you should be slowing down if you don't want to put pressure on your heart. And by the time you get to in your 80s, you definitely are slowing down. I reckon if I'm lucky enough to live till I'm 80, my daily diet will be soup at breakfast, soup at lunch, and soup for tea time. And hopefully I'm still carry on doing me a little bit of walking. Issues adjusting to different cultures, including language. The language I find here doesn't really affect me. Also, as well, where I've lived in other languages, if my wife's talking in Thai to friends, it doesn't bother me. So I don't give a monkeys what she's talking about. I don't care because it's her conversation, and I've got she's not doing nothing against me, so I don't care. So the language side doesn't bother me. Plus, Anna now is now fluent in Thai. So me and Anna, we go out together quite a lot. So she's my little translator. And if I need a translator in an administration, I will take Pry. But I don't really have a lot of problems when it comes to the language. I don't speak Thai. As Anna said to a Thai person the other day who was trying to talk to me, she kind of butted in and she said, look, don't bother talking to my dad. His Thai is bullshit. I talk Thai, you talk to me. So that was it, nice and easy. 5, frustration with foreign administration, including tax. As you know, the tax thing's still up in the air and the visas and shit like that. That's quite a big thing for people. People don't want to be paying tax in both places, but don't forget we've got a double taxation agreement. Most countries have got it, and you shouldn't have to pay any tax anyway. But it's not financial or legal advice; it's just my opinion. Visas, again, a lot of people find the visas a pain in the arse, and they are, in all honesty. Most immigration offices prefer you to use a visa agent. I've got a visa agent and it works for me because I've got zero stress. They do absolutely everything for me. I've got nothing to hide. It's all legit and it is very, very cheap. My agent is very, very cheap. I can't believe how cheap it is. I pay like 8,500 baht a year. I'm telling you. If that means I ain't got to queue up in immigration just for one day, that's great. But she does all my 90 days, everything. I don't do anything. That's brilliant. A lot of people say, why don't you do your 90 days online? I don't want to. Because to me, that's working. And I don't want to do that. And it's just easier to go down, give them the passport. So I'll go down on a Tuesday, give them a passport, go into Casa Pascual or go into Sunflower or Peaky Blinders. So I go down one day, give them the passport, go back 2 days later, pick the passport up, go back into Casa Pascual. For me, it's just an excuse to get out. 6, relationships issues. A lot of people can have relationship issues here with in multicultural. It's just where we don't really understand the Thai culture. Um, you got to understand that Thais support their family. And they're very family orientated. They live together, they support each other, and if you can't accept that, then you are in the wrong relationship. Because at the end of the day, to a Thai, if you're married to a Thai national, their family will always come first. Then the buffalo, then the soy dog, then the soy cat, then you. And that's just the way it is. I accept that, and that's fine. I ain't got a problem. 7, food. A lot of people, obviously, like me, I don't eat Thai food because I don't like MSG. I do eat Thai food, but I eat very little Thai food. I eat foreign food. I like the foreign food, and so a lot of people, they can't really handle it. If you eat foreign food, you need to budget for that. I do 40,000 baht a month on eating foreign food. That includes going to the expat store as well, but I do 40,000 baht a month easily on that. Some months even more. Substance abuse. A lot of people, they kind of get into substance abuse. It's quite easy here. If you're retired, it's so easy just to go to the bar in the afternoon and drink, or sit at home at night and just smoke, smoke, whatever. So substance abuse can be a real reason for failing. 9, not mixing with like-minded people. What you'll find is you'll come here, you'll meet loads and loads of people. Some, they might turn into friends for life. Others, you just move on. You just realise you've got nothing in common. There's nothing wrong with these people. It's just the fact that sometimes you've got nothing in common with these people. Your life is so different to theirs. Like I'm a family man, so I've got nothing in common with groomers and mongers. I've got nothing in common with them. I don't go to the bars. I don't drink alcohol. So I've got nothing in common with them. So I pretty well stick to myself, really. It was a shame losing Jim, because Jim and me were very like-minded. But now Jim's not here, I don't really go to Pattaya that much anyway. Running out of savings. Well, this is what happens when you don't keep your eye on your financials. A lot of people, when their money starts going down, they stop opening letters, they stop looking at their balances, and you need to do that. You need to keep an eye on it. You need to make sure the money's being looked after, because once that money's gone, it's gone forever. The other thing as well is scammers. Like a lot of people, oh yeah, come over here, open up a business. They've never run a business in their life. They think they're going to come to Thailand and somebody tells them, oh yeah, come here, run a business here. It don't work that way. It really don't work that way. Somebody said to me once, how do you make yourself a millionaire in Thailand? And the easiest thing is to come here with like $2 million US, open up a business for $1 million US, then go home with the other $1 million, because that first $1 million, you would have lost it. I had a friend from Spain who come here back in 16 years ago. Great guy. Great guy. And he, at the time, he put over $1 million into a business, and he lost it all in 6 months. And it was so bad, I had to give him 10,000 baht to get a flight back to Spain, and he lost everything, absolutely everything. Yeah, and that's the reason why people fail. And lastly, the climate. Some people just can't adjust to the climate here. I find it really easy, but some people don't. So I hope this is helpful for a lot of people. It just gives you something to think about when you're doing your checklist. I'm still going through my block, delete, forget. So, like trolls, I deal with them quite easily. I just block, delete, forget them. People, I don't argue with people. I just block, delete, forget. When people think I need them more in my life than I do, I just like, bye-bye, cunt, and I throw them overboard. That's as good as it gets. Can't be dealing with like the drama of Pattaya or YouTube. That does my head in. So I tend to stay away from people who are involved in that. And on the expats, don't forget expats tax. You got Nomad Capitalist. This is a great channel for good advice. This guy gives sound, solid financial advice for worldwide travellers. Can't emphasise how good this channel is, and it's called Nomad Capitalist. Fantastic. I really do enjoy that channel. When travelling abroad, the easiest way to do is use Wisecars, Revolut, Forex Plus, eToro. Those cards are, even if you spend here, and the remittance goes back to your country in the Europe or UK or America. Climate, well, the climate for February looks like we're going to have more sun. We've still had no rain, in this area where we live here for months. So the temperatures look like they're going up now. Looks like we're coming towards the end of winter. Lowest temperatures are 24, 25. The highest temperatures we've got there are 34. So it's still quite pleasant. Next month they get even hotter, but that's the if you're coming to Thailand in the next month, it's going to get hot. This is the pollution. This pollution here is coming down from India, Bangladesh, and everywhere else. You see we are down the bottom here, Rayon, where it's slightly green. Everything above us, like Sarin, Ubon, Rashisi Ma, Kong Ken, where Chuck and Page live, Nakhon Sawan, Udon Tardi, and they're all red. And this is from the burning in Cambodia. And Sarin, where lovely Dave lives. He's a great guy. This is the pollution map of Southeast Asia. You can see got a bit of red up here, but you can see it's still terrible. This all comes down from like Bangladesh, and they just pollute all of Southeast Asia. Look at the world map, it's all pretty much the same. So you've got the African Central Ivory Coast nations, Nigeria. Look how black it's unbreathable. Yeah, it's unbreathable there. So anyway, keep an eye on this through the year. Somebody say, well, you got bad air quality in Perth over here. You see this? No, this is thunderstorms in Australia, because they're coming up towards the latter parts of their summer. And but you can see, like, look at America. This shit is just coming across from Africa. Unbelievable. And the same with the UK. Look, it's just swinging around and throwing shit into the air. Unbelievable. Burning season. This is the burning map of Myanmar, Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand. And that's about it. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in to this week's show. Give us a thumbs up. Take it nice and easy. Next week is the Super Bowl. Let's go Niners. So I will be going to see that somewhere. Don't know yet where, but I will know next week. Got Robert Mack's shirt on. Yeah, got his shirt on, which is great. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning this week. Wish you all the best. Hasta luego. Adios. Ciao. Just be nice to each other. If you can't say something nice to each other, then just stop talking. It's easier. Until then, adios, ciao, hasta luego.